Hey, welcome to Dynamic Mobility. My name's Shaun. So excited to have you join me today for this kind of unique workout. This workout is designed to help you achieve your best movement. And we do that through sequencing the myofascial tissue. And that's a big word, right? So what is that all about? I'll call it fascia for short. Most people do. If you'd like to find more information on that, just give it a Google. Google fascia and you'll find all kinds of wonderful information. I'm not going to waste your time with that today, but I will refer to it here and there. I'll give you a short description. So the best one I've heard, if the body were a frittata, the fascia would be the egg that holds it all together. It starts with a superficial layer underneath the skin and then goes deep into the collagen layers, the tendons, the ligaments, and invests all the way into the bones. So I'm going to show you some techniques of how to condition into that, as well as some strength, some cardio, and some great stretching into that same tissue at the end. So let's get right to it. As I mentioned, this is all one unit, this fascial layer, and so we're going to focus on a certain meridian of that unit, a certain direction. So today it is called root. The root is based on our foundation, our lateral lines, which are from from these lines that come up the side of the leg to the TFL that wraps the hip on up into our side obliques, into the lats and into the intercostals, all the way up into the functional lines of the arms and into the wrist. So we're going to start there with the wrist. So I'm going to kind of move around different positions here. Take this however you like. You might want to be on the mat for this to say so, but I'm going to start it like this. Bring two fists together, and we're going to find the backs of those fists down to the mat. You can be on your toes in the back. That'll kind of let you get a little stretch into the bottom of the feet as well. We'll start off by lowering down slowly here. And then as you come up, look for the tightness in your forearms and in the wrist. If you can get all the way straight, great. Have great flexibility. If it's a little bit challenging and you can't, don't feel bad about that. We all have our own history in the fascia, and the fascia carries that history. So some of us may have injuries. I know we work a lot on computers and keyboards, so our wrists take a lot of abuse. So we're just going to work that out here in the beginning as we start to warm up through these lateral lines. Just kind of at your own pace here. We're going to go for about 4 more. All the way down and stretching at the top. 3, 2, and here's the last one. Flatten the hands out, and we're going to start to walk the fingers around until you find your limit. You'll find a point where your body just says, all right, that's enough, let's stop there. Once you find that point, start to rock back and forth. Send the shoulders out over the wrist. If you can continue on around and get your fingers all the way towards, facing towards yourself, then you're going to get even more out of it, out of the front side of the forearms and the wrists, into the hands, the bottoms of the hands here, into the fingers even. You start to lean back. Your palms will peel back a little bit. That's all welcome as long as it feels good in the wrists and into the arms. So just rock with this. We'll go for about 4 more. 3, 2. Here's the last one for that. All right, next, we're going to position ourselves in a cross-legged position. I'm going to start with the right leg in front. You can do it like this. I'll kind of present this in levels as we go. So the first one will be the easiest level. Just stay there if that feels like a challenge. If you want more, I'll continue to walk us up into higher places. So first level is right here. Just a cross-legged position. We're going to reach the left arm out to the side, reach the right arm over, and then we'll start to pulse into this. We should feel this lengthening on the side. We want to ground into the right hip here as the right arm is up overhead. If you want to go farther with this, you can take the right leg over the left. If this is the case, really be sure to ground that right hip to the earth. Take the right hand over, begin to pulse. Try to keep that grounding, and then you should feel it there in the side of the right leg. Let's do 8 of these here. Going right to our limit, and then as we feel the tightness happen, we'll let it propel us back. That knows we're engaged into the right tissue there. we're getting the most out of it. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, so you can just switch across your legs here, or if you want to do it the fun way, we'll continue on around to the left, cross the right hand over and spin out through the legs, and we'll end up right on the other side. So if you just want to switch across the legs, that's fine too. If you're not wrapping the leg over, don't feel like you have to on one side, just do the same as you did on the other side. Once again, try to ground out through this hip. Reach the other arm out to the side. Take that left hand over and begin to pulse here. We're gonna go for 8 more pulses here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna go to the side for this next one. This next one's pretty challenging, but once again, we'll start off at an easy pace and we'll just go from there. So start off hands and knees. And what we're gonna do is take the right hand out to the fingertips forward. And then take the left leg back and find the toes there. We're gonna start to inch our way out to the side. All right? And then as we grow into this, we can start to take out a few taps. You might get to 1 tap here, 1 tap on the side, tap, tap. Maybe you can float all the way across. If so, you can really get into this elastic part of these bands. The most advanced level of this is to take it all the way to a plank. From a plank, you can go through the same process, tapping your way around. Maybe you get to the point where you can float here. Feel free to touch anytime you need. Let's go for 2 more. All right, let's take it back to the knees so we can build up for the other side. This time, left hand goes to fingertips. Right leg goes back. Find the toes, tap your way across. Easing in. There will be plenty of work coming, so let's just be gradual here. Start to take those taps out. Maybe we float it. Maybe we try the plank version. If you're on the other version, just carry on with that. No problem. Otherwise, come to the fingertips, toes. Test it first. See what you're working with. Like a little bit of balance challenge if we're floating, but not to where it just feels like we're not working. We're just working on wrestling the balance rather than focusing on the elasticity. All right, last one there. Let's go back to the beginning. So this time we're gonna start to speed up a little bit. We're gonna do 8 of these, fists together, backs of the fists to the mat, lower, press up. Notice if you've got a little bit more room this time. 4 more. 3, 2, final 1. All right, flatten the hands out. Open up through the hands. Start to walk around. Find the point that's tight for you. You should remember from last time. But once again, you may get a little bit farther this time. Start to rock it back. Peel the palms up if that feels appropriate to you. Big stretch to the forearms, the wrists, into the hands here. And we got 4 more. 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna cross our legs here. So find your appropriate cross. We'll start with the right leg. Ground out through that hip. Take it up and over and begin to pulse.
Tell me what you want, what you need.
We'll go 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, switch across the legs. I'm gonna go on around with it. Find the other side. Plant that left hip. Take the left hand over and pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to our stance here. So you should know what you're working with this time. We're just gonna do 4, so kind of go for your most challenging variety here. We'll start with the right hand, left leg. Take it out to the side. 2, 3, 4. All right, other side. Here we go, left hand, right leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, one more time through each of these. Moving pretty quick now. We'll go for the wrists, fists together, backs of the fist, lower. Just 4 here. 2, 3, and 4. Walk out the hands. Walk the fingertips as close to pointing to you as you can get. Start to pulse back and forth. 3, one more. Great. Cross the legs over. Right leg first. Right arm up, left arm supports. 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin it around. Other side. Ground the hip. And left hand up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time through this one. Find your plank. We're just going to do 2 times, so do your best here. Right arm, left leg, out to the side. 1, 2, no problem, right? Left arm, right leg. 1, 2. All right. Great job. That's the elasticity portion, and it's combined with the mobility section coming up next. For this one, we're going to start off with, let's see, I just realized you guys are probably mirroring me, so I'm going to call it out different whenever I'm facing you on this one. So let's start off with the, we're going to bend into the left leg here. This should be your right leg coming back to the right knee, coming to the back of the heel on the left side. Okay? And then we're going to go on around to the left. And use your hands to support it first. We're just going to take it down as low as you would like to go. Start to feel it in the low back, right? Come center, take it low. Move through the spine. Other side. This one's really difficult to get over for, I think, most of us. So if you can get way down there, good job. If not, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Back to center. To the left. Center. As you grow into this one, you can start to maybe release one hand, let the other one come towards the back of the head. See what that feels like. Maybe get to the point where you can take both hands to the back of the head. This part's a little challenging for me right there. Be careful because that one can get a little out of control if you go with the hands behind the head. So just use care. Don't just dive right into it. So you might find yourself kind of falling into it. So just be ready with that support. We're going to go one more time through each of these positions. Almost got it there. Center to the right. One more time, center. Now we're going to switch the legs. So we'll go the other way. Bend into both legs. We got the back of the right heel now with the left knee coming right up against it. Get comfortable there. Move around a little bit. We're going to take it over to the right at first. Take it down low. Move up through the spine. Center. And then to the other way. Back center. First position. Center. And the other side. That one's tough. Center. Back to the right. You might start to go with one hand here. See what that feels like. Maybe 2. As always, one side may be a little better than the other. This side, I can go both hands pretty easily down. That other one won't let me just yet, but, you know, getting better all the time. One more time each way. Great. All right, we're going to come up to standing now, so rock both feet together. If you need to swing your legs around and find your way up, go for it, but otherwise, see if you can get your weight into the heels. Find kind of a little asana pose here and stand up through it. All right, first thing we're going to do, big arm circles to work through the spine. So make these big circles forward. Let the spine really be free here and see what that gives to you. We'll do 4 more big circles. 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse. Take it from the front to the back. Open up. Notice the difference in how our body reacts to that. Notice everything that's involved. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, I'm trying to keep my direction straight for you. I know we're mirrored, so this would be your left hand reaching out to the side. Kind of move into it with a little bit of emphasis and turn the palm up. Rotation through the shoulder. Take it up and over. Stretch into the left side. Go the other way. Right hand extends out. Turn the palm up. Take it over. Stretch the right side. And down. Same thing here. Reach out with the left. Palm up. These shoulder rotations are crucial for freedom in the shoulder socket. So we do a lot of that. We're gonna do 2 more each way. Here we go. This is 1, so 1 more to each side after this. Here we go, left, palm up, over. Notice we're kind of picking up the momentum a little bit. Last one there. All right, let's repeat that. We're gonna cut it in half this time, so it's gonna be a little bit quicker. Take it down to the mat. We're gonna go into the right leg first, so bend into the right leg, bring the left heel right there, or right heel to left knee, and start to take it down to the first direction. Center, go the opposite way, that's the tough one. Forward, and center, other side, center. It's our last one here. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. Just let the legs come over the other way. Find the knee to heel connection there. We'll go to the first direction, center, and on the other way. Just your best level. You know, use the hands for support anywhere you need. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it, so I'm going with both hands here, but don't feel like you have to. Just 1 more. And finish at the center. Find the legs together, put weight into the feet. See if you can stand up here. If not, make your way around to standing. We're gonna come from the front to the back, big circles. Just 4 here. 2, 3, 4. Reverse it, take it the other direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take that left hand out to the side. Turn the palm up and over. Side stretch. Other way. Palm up and over. Reach out, palm up, over. Reach, rotate. Reach, rotate, and up. Reach, rotate, and up. 1 more. Reach and rotate. Side stretch. Reach, rotate, side stretch. All right, 1 more round. This one's gonna be really quick. So find that place on the ground first. Connecting right heel to left knee. Take it over to the side. Center. The hard way. Center. First side, just 1 more time. Center. And the other way. Center 1 last time. Switch the direction of the legs. We'll go to that first direction here. Forward. Center. The hard side. Center. Back forward. Center. Other direction, we'll end center. That's the last time for that one. Weight into the heels. Make your way up to standing. Big circles with the arms. Just 2 times back. Really accentuated this time. 2 times to the front. All right, take the left hand out to the side. Rotate. Side stretch. Other way. Rotate. Just 1 more time on each of these. Rotate up. And last one here for the right side. Good job. All right, so now we're nice and warmed up. We're gonna get into our strength portion. So, strength, we're gonna start in the upper body. So, I'm gonna show you a couple angles of this, all right? We're gonna get into a downward dog position. I'm gonna show you the front first because what we're gonna do is pull the insides of our elbows in. You can kind of see my arms doing that a little bit. And if you try it, like you've got a string here, and that string is tightening. You feel the strength in that, let it go. Pull in, let go, and repeat, just squeezing into that. You'll notice a lot of different fibers in the pectorals really firing up. Some of the pec minor getting involved here. 4, we're gonna go 4 more, tightening. 3, 2, really big squeeze, last one. Great job. All right, now for the next portion of our upper body, we're gonna come to standing. Come all the way up to standing here. And I'm losing my microphone. All right, there we go. Once we get to standing, we're gonna reach both arms out to the side. Really stretch through the arms. See if you can get a little bit of neural tension from that. where you start to feel kind of this electricity through the nerve bundles in the arm. And then lift up the fingers. So we're pressing both palms away from us. Now we're gonna spin those fingers down. We can take this nice and slow. Curl up. Make bicep muscles here. Flex your whole arm. Lift the elbows up. Take the elbows down. Notice the rotation through the shoulders. Start to extend out to the side. We're gonna bring the fingers up again. And now spin the fingers down. Curl in, flex everything here. Reach the elbows up. Take the elbows down. Extend out. Fingertips up. Roll it back. Curl it in. Lift. Take the elbows down. Extend out. Fingertips up. One more time. Rotate through the shoulders. Curl in. Lift the elbows. Take the elbows down and out. Great work there. All right, we're gonna go back to the first one. We'll do only 4 this time. So we're moving into our downward dog. We're pulling the elbows in. Really squeeze and then let it go. Squeeze it in, hold, and then release. 2 more. Squeeze, release. 1 more. Squeeze it in. We'll come right back up to standing here. Extend both arms to the side. Really stretch there. Rotate the fingers down. Curl it in. Lift. Take the elbows on around. Rotate all the way through the shoulder girdle there. Take the arms out. Press. Rotate the fingers down. Curl in. Lift the elbows up. Take the elbows down. 2 more. Rotate down. Curl in. And up. And down. Extend out. Last one here. Fingers up, fingers down. Curl it in. Elbows up. Elbows down. Extend 1 more time. Make our way into downward facing dog. Just 2 here. Squeeze the elbows in. Really squeeze. There's just 2. Let go. Squeeze it in 1 more time. Come to the front. 2 of these. Stretch out. Rotate the fingers down. Curl in. Elbows up. Elbows down. Start to feel a little bit of that muscle fatigue. Just enough though, hopefully. Rotate the fingers down. Curl in. Elbows up. Elbows down. All right, let's give the upper body a rest. Let's get into the low body a little bit. We're gonna start off with the right leg. You can touch the toe down and then start to bring it around, tapping anywhere you need to the back. And you'll feel these lateral obliques really start to fire up here. The less taps you can have, the more you're balanced into the left leg. Maybe we float. If we're floating, we can start to get higher and higher with that leg. Really challenging for the balance, but we kind of want that because that's that tensegrity model of the fascial layer. When we feel that shaking around for balance, that means we're right in the right place. Just 2 more of these. On around, back to the back. Big rotation through the hip there. Back to the front. Try to release that foot with control. Set it down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Toe touches around to begin. Then we can start to take those out. Just as you're able. Find your own level here. If we're floating, we're lifting. And then just find your limit there. We got 4 more here. 3. Last 2. And here's our final one on this side. And bring it back to the front. Great work. All right, 1 more move into the low body. I'm gonna turn to the side for this one. I'll build this up again. And go to the toes. And as soon as you come to the toes, you're gonna feel this big reaction right here in the knees. And as we start to lean back, you're gonna feel that carry out through the whole front body. If we start to reach back with one side, and then the other, all of a sudden we're kind of letting this front line dictate how we move. We get a little bit out of control, so just be aware of that, but also know that we're working on reaction here. And we'll go 4 more each way, just kind of growing into it, reaching back farther each time perhaps, until you find your limit, and then just settle in and work there. 2 more. Whew. Last two, one on each side. Great work. All right, back to the beginning of the leg part. All right, we're just gonna do 2 laps around this time. So lift that right leg, take it around to the side. You know what your best level is to work now from the first round, so just go with that. All right, other side, take it on around. Just 2 here. And now we'll go back into our quickness, lifting to the toes, reaching back. Two more here. Last one. All right, that sets us up for the cardio portion. I call this portion heat because it really gets you there. We're gonna start off slow and then work our way to really fast. So just be aware, take great care of yourself as you always should. So this starts off with a burpee, okay? So let's show how to alter that. We can step back into the knees, right? And we can push up from the knees supported, okay? From there, we're gonna try to work to step ourselves up. We're gonna try to put weight into the hands, all right? Just a little bit of weight, and you'll notice everything kick in the front body. Then we'll step it back. You can find your knees again if you like. Lower down. This time when we step up, we're gonna come all the way up, maybe to the toes, maybe a little hop there. Now we're gonna turn to the side. We're gonna take one leg back behind. So you might just get right in here somewhere. You might get that hip all the way down. And you can get up from it, rise up here, little hop perhaps. Take that other leg back behind. Just see what you're working with. Be really careful there. Come back center. We'll come up. Now we're ready to go back into our burpees. So this time, maybe we go to the next level. Maybe we step it back and do our push-up. Step it in. Maybe you have a curl in your practice, or if you do much yoga, you can get there, step it back, push up again, up to the front. Maybe we get a little bit of a better jump there. Just as you're able. This time, maybe take that leg around to the front, see how far we can come down. Come up in the middle, a little hop, other side, and up we go. All right, we're ready to go back to the burpee. This time, maybe we go all into it. Full plank, lower down, press up, bring the legs in, maybe find that arm balance, maybe leap right from there. Jump it up, step it to the side, leg behind. You can stick with one direction here if you like, or you can alternate like I'm doing. Either way really works, because it's all about just kind of getting up and down. Back to the burpee. We're quickening the pace here a little bit. Balance to burpee. Maybe a bigger jump. Lower, jump. Starting to feel it already, right? You can keep at this pace. I'm gonna take it a little bit faster as we go. Just do your best to hang in there. We'll see what we can accomplish. Burpee into the arm balance. From the arm balance, get to a big jump. Take it to the side. I'm going front side this time. Either way works. And up. Burpee to the front. Arm balance. And up. If you've got a handstand in your practice, you're my hero, and you might be able to try to work that in. I'm not there yet. Check with me next year. It's getting pretty close, but just do your best to get some weight into the hands there. Big jump, going front side this time. Back to the burpee. If you need to quit at any point, don't feel bad, we've already worked really hard. Jump, backside. If you're following me, either way works. Back to the burpee. Arm balance. Burpee. Jump. Back to front side here. Jumping in between. You can skip that if you need. All right, there's a cardio. Take a drink if you need a quick break, but I'm gonna try to take us right into our Vinyasa Flow, and that's gonna kind of cool us down. So we're gonna start off with a big back bend, and just hold that position. Try to slow your breathing down, and fold forward. Do about 4 breaths in each position. We're trying to slow the breath down. Halfway lift. You can do it by making your breath a little more expansive, filling the lungs a little more completely as we refold. And that will help you slow the breathing down. We're still gonna be working pretty hard, but it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna show the supported version here. Step back, take hands and knees. It's a supported chaturanga. So we'll shift forward over the wrist, lower down. You can go all the way down if you like. And then go for a back bend, a cobra pose here. Hold here. Move through the spine. Movement is welcome, always. We're gonna press back, turn the toes under, and look for downward facing dog. Hold here. You can pedal through the heels, anything that feels good. We'll be here for a few breaths. And now, we're gonna start to lift the right leg up high. And we'll hold here. If you need a support with the knee, go ahead and do that. We're gonna bend into the right leg. Find a scorpion position. And hold. And then we're gonna start to take that leg towards the ground. So if you need to take it down to the hip here, you can, and lift the right arm up over. If you can stay lifted through the hip, then you found wild thing pose. Take that right arm, circle it back around, lift the right leg high. Hold. Start to pull that right knee in. Step it through. We're gonna spin the back heel down. Start to cartwheel up through the left hand. Find warrior 2. Track that knee right over the ankle. You should be able to see your right big toe here. Now we're gonna reverse our warrior. So lift the right hand up, reach the left hand back. Feel that side stretch? In a big way here. We're gonna take the right arm to the right knee. Find side angle. You can take the left arm up overhead. All right, now we're gonna cartwheel the arms up straight in the front leg. Let the arms keep going. Reach for the back thigh. Reach the front arm up. Big side stretch here. And now we'll cartwheel the arms again, looking for a triangle pose. Flatten out your back as if you were pressed up against a wall. And that should give you the right kind of alignment for the shoulders as they stack one on top of the other. Now we're gonna put weight into the front foot. Start to move in here. You can support with 2 hands and the toes. Start to lift that leg maybe, 3-point balance. Maybe you grow into a half moon pose. Just do your best. One more breath and we'll come down. Take that back knee all the way to the ground. We're gonna plant the left hand, reach the right arm up high for a twist. Hold here. Now we're gonna start to bend into that left leg, reaching the right hand back towards the opposite hand. Maybe we get a hold. Don't feel bad if you don't. If you do, start to open up the chest and breathe into the stretch. We'll release. Take the right hand down, lift the right leg up high. Set it down beside the left. Look between the hands and you can walk your way up to the front of the mat. I'm gonna do that this time. Just walking my way up. You can always float up there too. We'll roll up through the spine. Find our back bend again. Refold all the way.
to a forward fold. Halfway lift. Refold. Plant the hands. You can step your way back. I'm going to float this time. Just show what that's like. Just right back into it. You can always drop the knees here, or you can do a full chaturanga from the plank. You can hover or go down. You can find an upward dog, or let the legs come down for a cobra. And then find downward facing dog from there. Hold. This time we'll take the left leg up high. And just hold it up there. Bend into that left leg. Find scorpion pose. Stretch into that left hip. Press back. Let legs start to come down. Remember, you can always take it down to the hip and extend the arm. Or you can keep the hip lifted in a wild thing. Now start to sweep that left arm around. Left leg back up high. Start to bring that left knee in. Step into the low lunge. We're gonna cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Spin the back heel down, align the heels. Take whatever you need to adjust here. Look for that big toe. Look for that alignment, knee over ankle. Try to relax into it. Take the left hand up, reach the right hand back, reverse warrior. We'll cartwheel the arms into side angle, left forearm to left knee, right arm over the top. Then we'll start to straighten that front leg. Reach the right hand back, lift the left hand up high. We'll take the arms again, looking for triangle pose here. Flatten the back. Weight into that front foot. Start to step it in. Remember, you can find your 3-point balance here and play with that. Or you can extend into half moon pose. Don't worry about a little wobble. It's great. It's wonderful work for our balance. And then we'll take it down. Let that back knee come down. We're gonna twist up, left hand up, right hand planted. Start to reach that left hand for that right foot. If you get it, open up the chest. If not, just continue to reach for it. Exhale, release. Take that right arm back around. Sorry, that's the left arm. Send the left leg up high. Set it down beside the right. We're gonna go through this flow again. We're gonna speed it up a little bit by taking left breaths at each pose. So just trust the muscle memory, it'll take you there. Make your way to the top of the mat. Roll up. Find your back bend here. Fold forward. Halfway lift up. Refold. If you find more of a forward fold, admire that in yourself. That's really great. You're growing right now. Make your way back to plank. You can chaturanga through. If you're through with the push-ups, you can meet in downward dog. Right leg up high. Bend into the right leg. Press back, stretch into scorpion, take it down. Wild thing, remember you can always support with that hip. Take it back around, right leg high. Right knee in. Step it into that lunge, spin the back heel down, find warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle position, right forearm to right knee. Left hand over. If you have trouble with the left hand, don't feel like you have to get it all the way over. I've had some injuries in my life and really made that hard as we go to reverse warrior. It was about a year ago I finally was able to do that after years of trying to work it out. Now we'll go straighten the leg, reach up, and take it into triangle. Into the front leg, find your 3-point balance or your half moon pose. Other variations on half moon is start to look forward, maybe start to look up, take it down to the low lunge, take the knee down, and we're gonna reach the right hand up, twist, reach back towards that foot. If you get it, open up the chest. Release that, right leg goes back high. Release the right leg down. Look between the hands. Make your way to the top of the mat. Roll up through each vertebrae of the spine. Back bend here. Fold forward. Half lift. Refold. Place the hands. You can chaturanga or meet in down dog. Downward facing dog. Hold. Lift the left leg up high. Bend into that left leg. Scorpion pose. Take it down into your variation of wild thing. Sweep it back around, high through the left leg. Pull the knee in. Step it through, low lunge. Spin the back heel down, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Start to straighten that leg. Take it back, reach the front hand. Cartwheel the arms. Triangle. Now here comes our balance. 3-point balance or half moon pose. Remember, you can challenge it by looking forward, looking up, and take it down to the low lunge. Drop the back knee. Lift the left hand up, twist. Reach for that back foot, bend it in. Open up. Release. Left arm comes around, left leg goes high. Set it down. All right, we're gonna go just one breath on every move. So it's gonna get pretty quick here. Trust the muscle memory. You've already trained into this. Here we go, top of the mat. Roll up, back bend, fold forward. Half lift, refold. Plant the hands, chaturanga or meet in down dog. From downward dog, we lift the right leg up. Bend right into it. Take it right into your wild thing. Take it back around, right leg high. Pull the right knee in. Step forward. Take it into warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Forearm to knee. Straighten that front leg. Let that carry you. Reach up. One more time. Triangle here. Now we find our balance. Maybe it's a half moon, whatever it is. Just go for it. Take it down. Knee down, right arm up, twist. Reach right into it. Release, right leg high. Set it down. Look between the hands, top of the mat, other side. Here we go, roll up, back bend. Fold forward. Half lift, refold. Chaturanga. Downward dog. Left leg up high. Bend into it. Wild thing. Sweep it back around, left leg high. Pull that left knee in, step it through. Spin that right heel down. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Side angle. Straighten the front leg, let that carry you. Stretch. And then straight leg still, triangle. Here's our balance. Take it right down, back knee down, lift the left hand up, and then reach right for that foot. Left hand down, left leg up, set it down. Take it down to the knees. Relax in child's pose for a moment. Great job working through that flow. We're gonna do a little bit of focused core work. And then we're gonna stretch it out for the rest of the time. You can support this here on forearm. Let's see, I'm gonna take into account that you're probably mirroring me, so maybe go to your left arm here, and you'll be on your left knee. You can support with that right foot, you can support with the right hand. And then we're gonna try to bring those together. So that's the first level, just kind of playing with what you got there. As you grow into it, maybe you can float that leg. Maybe you can bring elbow to knee and straighten all the way out. And just repeat at your best level. We're gonna go for 4 more. 3, 2, last one. All right, we're just gonna go right to the other side. So this should be your right side. Support it wherever you need, that kickstand, the hands, and see about bringing together. And see about getting higher with that. See about maybe taking the elbow in. And wherever you're at, we're just gonna repeat here. I'm gonna go 4 more. 3, 2, final one. All right, so next we're gonna go for, we'll start with a supported plank. Okay, so we're gonna take one arm and kind of reach around and then try to open up into that, okay? That's the first level. As we grow, we can start to maybe kickstand one foot, reach through and open up. Notice the difference there. Maybe you're strong enough to get to a full side plank here or full plank. Reach the arm through, spin in the heels, lift up. Reach through, lift up. 4 more. 3, 2, final one. All right, we'll just switch sides here. Other side, where we can start from the knees and see what that feels like. See what kind of mobility we have here. It starts to grow to something like this. Or maybe we get to the full plank, and then we can just spin and open. Anywhere along the way, it's a great practice. We got 3 more. Sorry, reaching through and then taking up. You can always catch yourself with that hand too, just like I just did. 1 more. Great work. All right, for this next one, we're gonna lay all the way down. So I'm not gonna call any particular side. We'll just do one and then the other. Choose a comfortable side, lay all the way out. Okay? And so how this starts is just lifting the top leg. And then we can bring that inner hand, it's gonna be your opposite limb reaching towards it. Okay? That's the first level, supporting with that back hand. Second level is to take that arm up, reaching in. Notice the stability that kicks in there. Above that, we can lift both legs. We can lift both arms. We can bring the elbow maybe to the knee. We can extend up, bring the back heel down, lift up, and crunch in. And we'll repeat here for 4 more. So whatever level you're at, 4, 3, 2, and final one. Great, just switch to the other side. We'll start this in the same way. Slide this up a little bit. All right. Hope I didn't push any buttons there. Okay, so we're gonna start off by just trying to bring that hand to the leg. Okay, see how that goes. Maybe we get that arm lifted up and over. We bring it in, crunch. Maybe it's just the hand. Doesn't matter, maybe we lift the leg, crunch in. If we're fully extended, we can take it down, lift up, crunch, down and up and crunch. 2 more. Last one. Down, we're going back behind the heel, up and crunch. Great work. That's all the core stuff. Now we're gonna get into stretching. I take this part very seriously because in the beginning we conditioned into the fascial tissue. Now we're gonna get into, that's kind of the elastic part of it. Now we're getting into the plastic part. But you think about taking like a piece of silly putty, right? It's kind of the nature of this collagen material. And if you stretch abruptly or bring it back abruptly, it could break. It'll definitely crinkle. But if you keep it very smooth, it will keep its same consistency. And that's what we want to go for through the fascia here. So we're going to start off similar to how we began. We'll start off with one leg on top of the other. Either side is fine. Just start with your favorite side here. And then ground that hip of the top leg or the front leg. Take that same hand up, reach over. You might take a few pulses here just to find your range, and then just sink into it and melt into it. We're going to be at each of these positions for an extended time. We have to be here for about 40 seconds on average to let the muscles fully release so that we can stretch into the connective layers. That's usually about 8 long breaths. So just relax into it. We've got one more big breath here. When we come out of this, take it ever so slowly out. We want to keep the length that we found here. I'm going to spin around to the back side. Feel free to just switch your legs. And we're going to try to ground that other hip. Take a moment to do so. Reach the opposite hand out. Same leg that's on top or in front. Take it up and over. Maybe take those few pulses again. And then just settle in. See if you can relax all of the muscles in this chain so that we can release into these big bands that support us so well in our stabilized scenarios. Last big breath in, slowly release. Okay, I'm gonna keep the side angle here. We're gonna go for a pigeon pose, okay? So just your variation. If that's here, that's fine. Or if that's all the way here, like to a more of a 45-degree angle, that's great. Either way, try to bring the opposite palm to the sole of that bent leg. So we got this leg bent over in front. We got the palm to the sole. And now we're going to start to reach the opposite arm away from that bent leg. And start to lean into it. Don't force it too far. You can lift that back knee too. That might be helpful here to let you get more. We're right into the TFL here. Feel as it wraps the hip. Big sheet of fascia there. Try to breathe easy. Try to relax. Don't take yourself to a point where it gets to be too much of a struggle. We want this to be about release. We've already been victorious in the struggle. So just relax into this. Next exhale, slowly start to lift the upper body. We're going to take the hands and just walk over to the other side. You may be here. You may start to bend into it. You may be able to go all the way down. Just that can be super intense, though, if you're not used to stretching this much. So just kind of find what works for you and go with it. Try to breathe into the stretch. Every expansion into the lungs will take us just that much deeper into the posture. Next exhale, start to rise. All right, we're going to flip around here. So we're going to keep this position. We're just going to slide over. We're going to spin through this hip. Take that leg up. Bring this sole into the interior of that other thigh. So this may be what it is for you. You might reach that opposite hand towards it, find the shin or the ankle. All right? Maybe you get the foot from here. Here's another level. You can take the bent leg, ankle on top of the knee. if you get here, you've got kind of a better shot at getting a hold of the foot. If you get a hold of the foot, you can grow even more. You can take that off hand to the back of the head, and then you can start to open up the chest, and that's going to take you lower and lower. You're really going to feel the IT band here as it goes along that straight leg. Try to lift up through the elbow rather than trying to force yourself down, and you'll find yourself moving in the right direction. One more deep breath. Exhale. Slowly, slowly release from this one. Nicely done. All right, we're going to go for the other side. So we'll come into a pigeon the other way. Find one that works for you. Remember, we're going to add to it now. So, take it a little easier first, perhaps. Take that hand to the sole of the foot. The bent leg is out this way. We're going to reach the opposite way, away from the bent leg. Take it as low as you're comfortable with. I like to lift the knee here because I feel like I get a little bit more into the TFL on that bent leg. 2 more breaths. All right, start to rise up. We're going to keep the same position of the legs and start to walk over to the other side. So here I can lift the knee. I kind of like to come onto the top of the foot here. Just find a position that works for you because each body is different. And we want to comfort your body in these stretches. It's kind of like a reward for all the hard work that we did through the cardio, through the flow, through the strength. Now we get to relax everything and kind of say, job well done. We'll start to rise up. We're going to spin the whole body around here. So this foot comes into the inner thigh. Remember, and you can reach the opposite hand there and find the ankle or the shin. If you liked it the first time and you felt good about taking the ankle on top, you can do so. We've got that. We'll reach that opposite hand over. Start to feel that stretch in the TFL extending out the side of that leg. Maybe take the hand up over, reach to the elbow. Two more deep breaths. Really try to make them long and full. Exhale. Release. So there's a little bit of time left with the music, and that time is for what in yoga we call shavasana, or what you might just call a little bit of restful meditation. You come all the way down, roll the shoulder blades under, and relax. This is a time to let your mind just kind of drift. I hope that you have this time in your day. If you need to get up and move and get on with your day, feel free. Otherwise, feel free to relax and enjoy the time. I really appreciate you taking the time with me today, sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope all goes well with you. Namaste.